I'm at Josh Still Comics, Marvel News of the Week. We're back. You're looking for something.
Nope, we're good to go. Hi.
Lots of Marvel news this week. Yeah. So last time, I don't remember. So we heard that Marvel's looking at recasting Black Panther.
Yes.
Rumors continue to swirl about Marvel Studios' plans to cast a new T'Challa for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We might finally get a clearer idea of who will lead Black Panther franchise moving forward. According to the prolific leaker, My Time to Shine Hello,
He's back again.
Everywhere. Some of the actors Marvel Studios was considering to play new T'Challa: John David Washington, Kelvin Harrison Jr., and Aaron Pierre. I think we talked about, since Denzel Washington's in it, maybe it would make sense for John David Washington to be in it.
Yeah.
Aaron Pierre is not going to be in it because he's Jon Stewart.
Lanterns.
Washington, the son of screen icon Denzel Washington, is best known for starring in Tenet, the creator, and The Piano Lesson. I've never heard of The Piano Lesson.
Me neither. Must be like one of his earlier films.
Harrison Jr., who I don't know, most recently his talents to Mufasa, The Lion King, and has received widespread acclaim for his work in Waves and Chevalier. Chevalier. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's what he looks like. Okay. Still, I don't think I've seen him in anything.
Mind scrolling up a tad. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That guy. Okay. Yeah.
That guy. I suppose Washington's probably the best pick of the three, but I don't know. They could.
I would say he's the fairly best pick out of the three for the situation.
Sure.
If his dad wasn't in the movie, maybe not. But
yeah, well, I guess we don't know who his dad is playing.
Still, yeah, that's true. And then you and I, we kind of got off on a little tangent last week saying, well, if they're, related in the movie, though, it could be also. And I'm like, yeah, but one of the things that I remember reading that Denzel said was that Coogler wrote the part for him.
Yeah.
So whatever the hell that means. But I mean, he could have just written a T'Chaka alternate
universe
one, you know what I mean? And then yeah. Oh.
Well, we'll see. Okay. Moving on. Fans are shocked. Shocked, I tell you. The most of Avengers Doomsday leads have only appeared on screen once since Avengers Endgame. Is that really shocking? We've talked about this for a long time, that most characters haven't really had much to do.
Yeah.
Frustratingly, most of them haven't been seen since Endgame. Major new characters like Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, Hawkeye, and She-Hulk have only shown up in their respective movies and TV shows, so they will all likely factor in Avengers Doomsday. As for Hercules, Clea, and Star Fox, they've gone no further than the stringers referenced above. However, if the Marvels have taught us anything, it's that moviegoers won't necessarily follow these characters from streaming to theaters. Over the past 24 hours, a social media post has gone viral detailing how little we've seen the multiverse saga major players between the events of Endgame and Doomsday. It makes for a stark contrast to the comparison between Iron Man and Avengers Infinity War, with the highest number of appearances coming in at 3 for Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova. The Marvel Studios introduced way too many characters too quickly? Yes. Yes, they did.
Yes.
If they had a plan to flesh out these characters in, I don't know, special presentations on Disney Plus, or sprinkle them in other things, sure. But they didn't really have a plan. They just threw it in and were like, oh, we'll figure it out later.
It's not a great situation because in reality,
yes,
people that have watched a lot of these films already,
yes,
casually,
yes,
have forgotten about these characters.
Yes.
They're gonna pop
especially Clea, Star Fox, and Well,
Nobody
like,
remembers
and
Nobody.
Kit Harington's character, Dane Whitman.
Yeah. Nobody remembers.
And wait, who's the other one? Oh, and Hercules with
Right.
the guy
And
from Ted
Hercules.
Lasso, like
Yes.
Roy
Yes.
Kent.
Roy Kent.
uh
Yeah, it's it's not great.
and then how much really screen time are they going to get in Doomsday? Like, how long is this movie going to be? 5 hours?
Well,
They
you
get-
got to think about this is that they're not going to I don't think they're going to introduce many new leads.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have all the OGs come back.
Well, the
Like I
Fantastic
think that's
Four is going to be in it.
okay. So we'll have
Plus-
the OGs, Fantastic Four, maybe the new iteration of
Yeah.
Guardians, I guess if they come in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then
Well, I suppose they would play some part if it has to do with Battle World. Maybe they're in space somewhere.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm really not sure, but again, yeah, you're like exactly how much time are they going to get? And I mean, with all the movies that they're announcing in the terms of what they said, like Shang-Chi 2 is going to start shooting in 2 years. Like, what?
Listen,
Shooting
he was
in
busy,
2
seemingly
years.
was busy on Dragon's Den making deals in Canada.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad he called out those people, but he's a little bit of a loose cannon.
Like, he's been good on it. I've enjoyed him, but he has not on
Yeah.
it every week.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Sort of Marvel news because they own Star Wars now. Cal Kestis, who has been in the Jedi Star Wars video games, may finally be coming to the big screen. Or a
Fucking
screen.
better.
The popularity of Star Wars Jedi video games has led to continued speculation of the Force-wielding protagonist Cal Kestis might one day leap to the big or small screen. We've heard on multiple occasions that Gotham star Cameron Monaghan, who's really good he was great in Shameless.
Yep.
People like him in Gotham. I never watched Gotham.
He was good in Gotham.
Yeah,
He was good. Yeah, he was
the
good.
Joker, right?
Yeah.
Is likely to reprise his role in a live-action setting in the not too distant future. A third
Fucking
game
better.
is on the way, of course, but as that series is set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, it'd be easy for an older Cal to make his presence felt in, say, the Mandoverse, for example, or maybe Rogue One, or Andor.
Yeah.
Which would be weird for a Jedi to be an Andor.
Yes.
But that is the timeline.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm all for this. And if you're looking for his first appearance in comics, he doesn't have one yet, so to speak.
Not surprised.
So Key Collector has a mention of a character named Cal, Star Wars Jedi Yoda 1 from the Dark Horse run in 2004. There's a one-shot during the Clone Wars. There's a misconception. A character named Cal makes a first appearance in this issue, but he does not resemble character Cal Kestis.
Okay.
Then there's the second one that is his first mention, but not an appearance. It's in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple number 5, which came out, which Marvel published in 2020. It's going for as high of $12. Let's see.
Ooh.
We do like the variant with the sister there.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's going for 150 because it's a 1 in 10. That's expensive for a 1 in 10.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe if it's a 1 in 50, but damn, 1 in 10 it's going for $150. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. So we haven't maybe be on the lookout. Usually Marvel does that where they'll throw in a first appearance a year before they think they're gonna put them on screen for new characters.
Yep. It'll be interesting how they do it.
Vanestra Rowe in Star Wars Adventures one shot. That was like 2 years before maybe even 3 years. It might have been 3 years before she appeared in the Acolyte. Maybe even longer than that, but she was in there. Okay. More rumors about Spider-Man 4. Not sure where they're going to shoot this thing because he just got cast in Christopher Nolan's new movie.
Yes.
The Odyssey. Well, at least
Yes.
whatever the take. I don't know if it's like a take on the Odyssey, like an adaptation, or like it's the actual Odyssey during, Greek,
Yeah.
ancient Greece, or if it's a modern day. I don't know. Who knows?
I
Um,
don't think it's ancient Greece,
you
and I
you
don't
don't think
think
it's
it's
set in ancient?
modern. I don't think it's modern day either. I think it's, if I remember correctly, the rumor is that it's set in like Western times.
I mean, like the 1800s,
Yeah.
like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So it could be
I mean, I'll
something.
watch pretty much anything Christopher Nolan does, except I never watched Tenet. But I watched.
Oh,
I
where did
watched.
I read? Dude, I could have swore that I read something that it has vampires in it.
No, there's
Is that who am I thinking about? What am I
there's a
thinking about?
Michael B. Jordan movie coming out with vampires.
Yeah,
Set
yeah, yeah,
during
that
the,
one.
during the 1800s. Well, at least during
Yeah,
slavery. So
no. What the fuck?
it'd be weird for Nolan to do a vampire movie. He usually doesn't.
Yeah,
He does in
I'm gonna
the
read.
fantastical, but like it's
Yeah,
usually grounded in something.
yeah.
Hmm.
Let me. I'm gonna check.
Okay,
Yeah.
despite the seemingly endless rumors, we don't really know anything about Spider-Man 4, except we're just going to make stories up about it, I guess.
Yes,
Will
that's
Peter
correct.
Parker battle Null with Venom by his side? Could Scorpion and Shocker return after previously appearing in Spider-Man's Homecoming? What about a team up with Daredevil? We have no idea at this stage, though all signs point to the wall crawler donning his black suit. From the comics, Avengers Doomsday is being released before Spider-Man 4, and Tom Holland is expected to be one of the movie's leads. Needless to say, we find it hard to imagine the Russo brothers not taking that opportunity to put this hero in his alien costume. So then, does that ignore the little Venom? Oh, maybe they tie that in. Oh, the end of
They got to tie it in because I didn't watch Venom 3. I don't know, but I'm sure it doesn't really matter.
which Marvel movie was it? The end of Spider-Man 3 where Tom Hardy shows up and he leaves a little bit of symbiote behind.
Yeah, No Way Home.
Yeah, so I guess
Excuse me.
they'd have to tie that in somehow. But then also at the end of Venom 3, there's also another Venom symbiote running around. I guess there's like does the consciousness of Venom end up in two different symbiotes when it's split?
Hmm.
I'm not that
Okay.
I'm not that deep into
I'm not
the workings
deep
of a
in
symbiote,
either.
so I don't know if the consciousness just goes into multiple places at once. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, here's some fan art of. Oh, there's some fan art of him in the black suit. That does look cool.
It looks cool. Like, I mean, as long as they, yeah, as long as they do it right, it's great. But are they gonna like? I just don't know if they're gonna make it the basis of the movie,
I hope
like
not.
symbiote. And I don't see it.
No.
But then if you don't make it the basis of the movie, is it a waste? You know what I mean?
No, it's not a waste because it might tie into Spider-Man 4 and him dealing with the aftermath of the symbiote and the personality he gets and while trying to fight street level Kingpin. I don't know. I guess I wonder if Daredevil season 1 will kind of set the table for Spider-Man 4 if they're actually doing the street level story.
I'm going to say one thing, and I think a lot of people are either going to say yes or no. Pretty much no gray area here.
Yeah.
I honestly, truly think and believe that Tom Holland is going to have a cameo in the Daredevil show.
Sorry, say that again?
I think Tom Holland's going to have a very short cameo.
Really?
In the Daredevil show. I think they're going to do a little swap-aroo, a little vice versa.
Yeah.
He was in the movie, and I think they might sprinkle him in.
Yeah, he was in the movie.
So maybe...
Well, we'll know in 3 months if you're right.
I don't know shit about fuck.
That's true.
But I mean, I would love to see that happen. I don't think it would take away from the show if they had a brief moment where he's on the roof and.
Well, certainly.
You hear the noise.
Pop viewership, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, more rumors about Doomsday and Avengers 5. So originally, Michael Waldron had written the script for Secret Wars.
Okay.
But I think they're throwing it out because Kang's now gone.
Right.
Which I saw Benedict Cumberbatch talk about that he's not going to be in Doomsday at all because the Kang storyline got thrown out, which he originally was going to take a part in the Kang storyline, and now he's not, and because Kang storyline's dead, and he will not be in. I mean, this is what he's saying, that he'll not be in Doomsday, but he will be. He said he will be in Secret Wars.
Whoa.
I don't know if he's allowed to say that or not, but he said it.
From my understanding, I thought they were banking on him for like every movie.
Well, he also talked about Marvel Kingdom and said, "Who do you want to write and direct Doctor Strange 3? You can do whatever you want." So,
really
he's sticking around. Jonathan Major's personal legal issues combined with the largely negative response to Ant-Man 3 saw the plans to make Kang the Conqueror the MCU's next big bad essentially scrapped. Both Loveness and Waldron were removed from their respective movies, but only after Waldron was tasked with rewriting what became Avengers 5. With the return of directors Joe and Anthony Russo and writer Stephen McFeely, transforming that into Avengers Doomsday, where Robert Downey Jr. will instead be the lead villain, Doctor Doom. Much has been said about how many of Waldron's, and to a lesser extent Loveness's, ideas will make it into the two-parter. I'm going to guess probably less than 5%. Like, McFeely does a pretty good job on his own with Infinity War and Endgame with the Russos, so I don't really think he would. I don't know. Could there be a good idea in there? I don't know.
A morsel,
a tasty morsel. Not only
tasty
does
crumb.
this dismiss the notion that Doom has simply replaced Kang in the story, but it should please those who have been unhappy with Waldron's previous MCU work. There's an entire section of the fan base unhappy with him vilifying the Scarlet Witch, for example. In related news, hot on the heels of yesterday's Born Again trailer, Rickman says that Charlie Cox will have a minor role as Daredevil in Avengers Doomsday. The Manual Affair has never been one for team-ups, so this isn't overly surprising. Except when he teams up with Elektra, which... Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm reading one of the Daredevil ones right now where they're taking on Punisher and the Hand, and he's like... Wait, is he married to Elektra at this point? I think he is. Anyways, okay, Nova news. New young and sexy Nova.
Young and sexy. Okay, let's see. Oh, marketing is top.
MCU TV series and plans for Fantastic Four villain Annihilus. There's a great deal of excitement to finally see Nova in the MCU. James Gunn decided against introducing Richard Rider in the Guardians of the Galaxy because he wanted Star-Lord to be the movie's only human, and the Nova Corps has been largely sidelined ever since. We've known for some time now that Marvel Television is now working on a Nova series. However, it's not expected to hit Disney Plus till after Secret Wars in 2027. Marvel reached out to writers and asked them to pitch for a Nova show with Annihilus as the main villain in mind. I don't know that you have really do Annihilus on a television series as the villain. It feels like kind of a waste. Especially with him and being from the negative zone, or the negative zone. It's not called the negative zone. That's the Superman one.
The Void?
No, it's called Annihilus. Oh, that's not it. I just picked that. Because in Fantastic Four is definitely involved in the negatives. Oh, it is called the negative zone. What's the Superman one then? Where they sent the Phantom Zone. The Superman.
Phantom Zone. Shit!
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
Why did I think it was the? Okay,
anyways.
yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is heavily involved in the negative zone, so you would think. I don't know.
Okay.
One pitch was essentially Starship Troopers with Richard Rider and Casper's Ark. In Casper's Ark, as a sort of cocky jerk who falls in love with Namorita, joins the Nova Corps, gets assigned to a backwater outer rim like planet that becomes the first phase of the Annihilus wave. Okay, you're getting me here. In the pitch, they treated the Annihilation wave like the bugs and Starship Troopers, really leaning into the theme of the Nova Corps uses propaganda to police the galaxy and recruit members. Fired X-Men at 97 showrunner Bo DeMeo chimed in moments later to confirm this intel is legit, though it sounds like the pitch might be a little out of date. DeMeo would go on to outline his idea for the show with a story that played out over multiple seasons. Read that below.
What does that fucking toucher gotta say?
Now, alleged toucher, alleged.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go check his Patreon and maybe we can find out.
Really? Does he have a Patreon that says he'll reveal the?
It wasn't his. Sorry, it wasn't his Patreon. It was his OnlyFans. Sorry, my bad. Still gotta pay to find out the truth.
Yeah, that the Starship Troopers treatment sounds amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be super heavy effects though, so it would be an expensive show.
Do you think it would be like more gimmicky at that point? Gimmicky. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be. Sorry, not gimmicky. It would be more cartoony at that point. Like, do you think they would go for less like super realism and more like
in killing bugs?
Yes. And just because this will never come up again for like Starship Troopers, so I'll just mention Sony is making a Helldivers 2 movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and
it is
completely.
It is supposed to be it's basically Starship Troopers.
I don't know. So that Marvel could do the exact same tone as the Starship Troopers.
I think it'd be close. I think it'd be really close. I think it'd be really close. Yeah. It's so good.
I don't know. I like this idea. I don't know if they could pull it off for a reasonable budget.
Like you're talking what? Like
thousands of bugs on screen crawling over a planet.
$50 million probably worth of VFX.
I mean, if Secret Invasion cost $200 million, and it was like 3 aliens.
So never mind. Let's go back. Yeah.
Okay. Daredevil season 2 is already going to shoot before season 1 releases.
This is the way.
Do it. Daredevil War Again is finally set to premiere on Disney Plus this March after a number of setbacks, revamps, and production delays. Season Marvel Television is wasting very little time in returning to the mean streets of Hell's Kitchen to get the ball rolling on season 2. So they must think season 1 is strong enough to be a hit to put money in season 2.
Everyone's gonna watch it.
Huh?
It's got buzz. Everyone's gonna watch it. It's got crazy buzz.
Yeah.
It's gonna go.
The rumors that production on second season Marvel's Royal Series is scheduled to commence in late February. Star Charlie Cox confirmed the cameras will start rolling before the season 1 premiere during recent Fan Expo appearance. Cox was asked about his current tenure as a Man Without Fear and whether fans can expect to see him play the character for years to come. Sounds like he'd happily continue to suit up as a hero for as long as possible. Quote, they're getting ready to release a comic that takes place where Matt Murdock is in his 60s. So I was like, okay, great. We've got some time. So he's planning to stay till at least his 60s. There's been some talk of early plans for a third season of the show, but we've heard that the studio is waiting to see how the first batch of episodes do before giving the green light. And we all saw the trailer. We did a trailer reaction on the channel a while ago, and it looks great.
God, it looks good.
Yeah. Okay, X-Men news.
Okay.
Who's playing Storm? Did you see Wicked?
I did not watch Wicked.
Neither did I. But
that happens.
It did get nominated for a ton of Oscars today. The Oscar nominations came out today.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Deadpool and Wolverine did not get one.
Huh.
Not one nomination.
Weird. Weird how that happened.
Last week, a rumor did the rounds that Marvel Studios met with Wicked star Cynthia Erivo. Is that how you say her last name?
I believe
but potentially setting up a Storm in the long-awaited X-Men reboot. Another reliable source has now backed up this claim. Jeff Schneider said that he's heard that there's actual interest in enlisting Erivo to play the weather-manipulating mutant. The reporter also indicated that he knows about another individual on the studio's radar, but is keeping that under his hat for the time being. Whether Erivo has actually entered talks or is simply one possible contender is hard to say, but we do know that she would jump at the chance to play Aurora Monroe. Erivo has asked if there's a dream role she'd like to manifest while being interviewed by National Board of Review, and she said Storm. So maybe they'll get her on a deal. Have to pay her less because she wants the role.
I mean,
yeah,
I could see it.
She's one of the ones that's up for it. the lady from the latest Jurassic Park movie, has also been fan cast a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Last name is Wiseman, I think.
I remember. I know which one you're talking about.
I
yeah.
spelled Storm wrong. An actress. Spelled actress wrong. Yeah. DeWanda
Ooh.
Wise. And her last name's not even Wiseman. So DeWanda Wise. And the lady also from The Bear at a Brewery.
Yeah,
She's
she's
also
good.
been mentioned quite a lot with Storm. I guess it depends on how old they want Storm to be.
Yes.
If it's DeWanda Wise, she looks like she'd be an older Storm.
Mm-hmm.
How old is she? She is 40. Ao at a Brewery is
I think she's in her late 30s.
29, so 11 years younger. And then Cynthia
39, yeah.
is 38. So they do have a choice: older Storm, younger Storm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I guess it all depends when they if they want a younger team, or if they want her leading the X-Men at the time, or doing the backstory of her and the Morlocks, or they want Cyclops leading the X-Men at the time. I'm gonna guess they might start with Storm as the leader of the X-Men. And if they do that, then she would probably have to be an older Storm.
Yeah, I feel. And then at that point, do they kill off an older Storm to make room for a fresh,
Younger one?
young new Storm?
Killing Storms.
Killing Storm.
Okay, moving on. Hugh Jackman, much like Charlie Cox, I guess, plans to stay on forever playing Wolverine.
Yeah, this was interesting report. I don't know. Cameos maybe, but full movies? No way, dude.
So Deadpool and
No
Wolverine
way.
was Marvel's first R-rated movie and grossed over $1.3 billion. The threequel not only proved that not every MCU title needs to be PG-13, but served as a stark reminder of what a huge box office draw Hugh Jackman is when he unsheaths Logan's claws. That takes nothing away from Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool. However, Wolverine, like Spider-Man, remains one of Marvel's most popular characters. When you combine that with Jackman's take on the X-Men, interest only increases. Much has been said about what Marvel Studios will do post-Secret Wars. Jackman is bound to be a big part of Avengers Doomsday. But should the role then be recast, or does Wolverine get to be put on the shelf for most, if not all, of the Mutant Saga? Well, that'd be dumb. A few fans would complain about Henry Cavill taking on the role following his Deadpool Wolverine cameo, even he's not Jackman, though. Is Cavill big enough to carry? Could it, like, if he's Wolverine in a standalone Wolverine movie, is that making 1.3 billion? I don't know. Like, when he played Superman, it made, what did Man of Steel make? Like 600 million?
Yeah, just close to that. Actually, I think it made 5 something.
Ooh, yeah, 670.
Oh, 670. Wow.
That's close.
Never mind.
I think Marvel would have to accept that they'd have to build whoever they're gonna get to replace Jackman if they do build up his character again.
Mm-hmm.
But does Hugh want to keep getting in shape? That, like, he said he hated it. Although they can do things with CGI now that are, I don't know. Maybe they just stick a younger actor in there and CGI his head on it. I don't know.
Well, I think, to be honest with you, that whatever they get him to play in the terms of scenes, I think they're going to be either heavily short,
Yeah.
or he's going to be in full costume.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be no body shown. So it's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
maybe it's just his mouth, you know?
Like,
and
they
then
do that for Homelander. Like, Homelander, the actor is not, he's not that ripped. Like, that's a foam bodysuit, is my understanding of all those muscles.
Right. So, all that stuff combined, yeah, like, the possibility of him playing it more is very highly likely. I don't think I don't know if like kill him off. I mean, maybe.
You do want to recast him before the actor dies, though.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, like hopefully,
I
yeah.
suppose as long as he's having fun, then I don't know, good on you. Like Henry Cavill is going to be pretty busy. He's doing Highlander.
I just don't see how
Warhammer. That Warhammer
yeah.
thing actually is going to happen. So I'm not really sure he has time for.
I just don't see
Highlander with Chad Stileski, who did the John Wick movies, if that hits, then you're doing 4 Highlander movies.
Yeah, and I could see that being the case, but again, like it's it has to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Marvel News of the Week. We're gonna hit you with a sponsor and say thanks.
Oh yeah.
Your new multi-vendor marketplace, YouSellComics.com, offers a site exclusively for buying and selling of all things comics. Slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as 5% commission or 0 commission monthly tiers. Run your own auctions, unlimited bin listings. YouSellComics.com. Buy, collect,